For most of my life, I have been really interested in robotics. As a kid, my mom would take me to the library. I'd check out every book, videotape I could get on robotics. My favorite movies as a kid were Short Circuit 1 and Short Circuit 2, Batteries Not Included, all those good 80s films. And I always just wanted to have robotics in my life. And that wasn't really happening in the 90s. Even in the 2000s, it didn't really happen. We started getting robotic lawnmowers and the vacuum cleaners and such. But I've always been really interested in robotic lawnmowers. The opportunity just never presented itself to get one. But the perfect opportunity presented itself last year because my riding gas mower that I had for the better part of 10 years or so, not this one exactly, this is my mom's, but I had a Husqvarna. It finally died after 10 years, and I've been thinking about replacing it with a electric lawnmower. Those are really expensive, and you still got to drive them yourself. So coincidentally, a few months ago, Yarbo, you might have heard of them, they reached out to me and asked me if I would want to test out their robotic tank-like lawnmower for them and put a video out about it. And I was super excited because I've seen a lot of Yarbo videos. The thing looks really cool. So Yarbo sent me their Lawn Mower Pro. I'm gonna get this thing set up here at my mother's house. This one uses like true lawnmower style blades. So this should give a really nice cut to her lawn. You can see here the battery pack, the wireless charger that the mower will just drive up onto and charge itself when it needs to. You guys might have seen this featured on State of Charge, my friend Tom Malogany. He featured this with the snowblower attachment last winter, which I'm hopefully gonna get for this thing in the next few months. His videos went kind of viral showing it snowblowing his crazy long driveway in New Jersey. But yeah, I am super excited to test this thing out. I just love the idea of going electric and also going robotic at the same time. Kill two birds with one stone. So let's start unboxing this thing and getting it set up. So first things first, let's check out the battery for this thing. 36 volts, 38.4 amp hours, 1.3824 kilowatt hours. It's a pretty beefy battery. So here's the mower, very nicely packaged, all nice special fit foam. Okay, it looks like this just pulls right off the top of it. Oh, okay, I see. Nice. At first I was thinking, wow, this thing would be really easy to just pick up from somebody's yard if you see it driving around, but unless you have a couple people in a pickup truck, you're not going to be tossing this thing around. So we'll leave these accessories with him for now and get into the other boxes. Wow, that is a big, big mower. Oh, this one does have the razor blades. I thought I was getting the one that had the different, more lawnmower-like style blades on it. Oh, I think you can actually change these blades out for the other style. Yes, straight blades right here. Just gonna get that like that. Now I think we take this cover off and then we make this connection here. Nice positive click. This rubber cover has to go over those latches first. So now we pull that back, click those into place. Now it's got some protection from the rain and whatever. All right, so it's time to get Yarbo connected to the app. It's being linked to my account. Battery's at 65% state of charge. It's got no GPS signal because I haven't set up the RTK base station yet. Now we can go into control mode and we should be able to drive Yarbo. Whoa. No freaking way. Look at the smile on my face. This is like something I have been dreaming of. This is so cool. Tank turn. Sick. This is in low speed. Let's bump it up to high. This is so freaking cool. It's a hell of a lot quieter than a gas-powered lawnmower. Let's just see what happens when it bumps into me, because I know it has sensors on the mower.
Collision occurred.
Now, the best part of getting anything set up, peeling off the protective plastic. Nice. Morning, everyone. It is the next day. So installation took longer than I was expecting. So I didn't get everything I wanted to get done yesterday. So I'll say that installation of all the components of the mower and installation of the data center, all that was relatively easy. That took me about 2 hours or so. The time-consuming part was getting the data center connected to the satellites. I was having some issues getting good reception in the yard here in central Connecticut, and you can see why just looking up around the yard. We are surrounded by really large trees, so getting a good signal was really difficult, and I had to really play around with it. But I did eventually get it connected, and the connection has been stable so far, so that is good. And I did spend probably at least 2 hours or so mapping the yard, going around the perimeter, going around the garden beds and marking them as no-go zones. It's very straightforward how to use, but it's just time consuming because you have to drive the perimeter of every part of your yards. So this is her home over here on the side of the garage of the house. Just as reference, this is installed over here, the charging station, and then the data center is over there on the side yard. I don't know if you can even see it. But yeah, the data center right over here, you can see the green light is on it. And I just have the Ethernet cable running along the side of the house. It's kind of in a pile right now. I need to tidy that up. Then it goes into the window over there and into the router. But in this yard, this is really the clearest path to the sky without going up onto the roof. It's still not great. I am super impressed with everything. As a complete package, the box included everything you could possibly need to install it, except for one thing that I used specifically for our installation, which was a window Ethernet pass-through, which is basically just a really thin, flat cable to get it out the window, because I didn't want to drill a hole in the house, because it's going to be a temporary install here at my mother's house until I get into a new house in the next few months. So for me, it didn't make sense to drill holes in the house. So we're going to play with it over the next few months, see how it works out. So after I got some of the settings figured out, I sent Yarbo out for its first test mow. It was very impressive. It handled all the turns. It stayed connected to the GPS just perfectly fine. The grass wasn't really long enough to actually mow the lawn, but it was a good test of what it's actually going to do when it does go out and mow. So overall, very impressed. I'm excited to see how well it cuts. The app works really well. It's very well laid out. You can check in on the mower remotely with the cameras built into it. You can remote control it. And the really nice thing is there's no subscription fee or anything. The mower has a 4G connection, and you don't have to pay anything extra for that. It's just there. And one of the best things about the setup for this is the fact that you don't have to bury a cable around the perimeter of your yard like you used to have to do with some of the older style robotic lawnmowers. This is all based on GPS and RTK technology. Since I did shoot this, it did go out and do its first full mow of the entire yard, completely on its own. It did the entire yard, which, like I said earlier, is about 1.5 acres, almost on a single charge of its battery. It took about 8 hours to fully complete the whole yard, and the battery had to go and recharge when there was about, I think, 30 to 45 minutes left, but it went back, docked, charged up to 80%, and then left and finished up the job. So yeah, overall, super happy with the first kind of test runs with the device. Gonna do another video in the next 6 months, let it finish up the mowing season, and we'll see kind of how it did, what kind of issues we had, what kind of maintenance it required, and overall just kind of give you guys the verdict on the Yarbo. To me, this really is the future of lawn care. Why would you want to go out and spend hours of your life doing this every week, especially with a gas mower? You're breathing in all those fumes, all the dust that gets kicked up by the mower. you're not exposed to that. So health-wise, definitely a smart investment to not have to worry about going out and mowing, but also just freeing up so much more of your time, which is very valuable. They do have a cheaper version coming out this year, which isn't capable of using their snowblower attachment, but it can have a plow on it. But at a lower price point for smaller yards, I think for a lot of people that'll be kind of the sweet spot in their product lineup. I know that a lot of you driving EVs are looking for ways to get away from gasoline, so getting an electric robotic lawnmower might be something that really interests you. I know a lot of you guys are nerdy like me. So yeah, be sure to check out the Yarbo if you are looking for something like this. I'll have links in the description if you want to check out Yarbo's website and see their kind of product lineup. But yeah, thanks again Yarbo for sponsoring this video. Can't wait to see how this thing does over the next few months. So if you guys like today's video, give it a thumbs up. And as always, I'll see you guys in the next one. Take care, everybody.